Hello guys, how are you tonight? It's Darren here. Once again, it's January 10th, 2015, 8:34 in the PM, and I'm going to do a quick color grading tutorial. I took some shots earlier today. It was raining outside. It was just a really cold, damp day early in the morning, that was. And I'm going to go over some color grading tips. I'm using Adobe After Effects 2015 CC. And I'm going to use Magic Bullet Looks for this color grade. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to drag and drop the video to a new composition. Followed by, I'm going to go to my composition. I'm going to right click, click on settings. Then I'm going to change the presets to my custom cine, which is nothing more than 1920 by 817, which gives us the aspect ratio of 235. Also known as that ultra widescreen theatrical cinema look. Yeah. So I'm going to start by fast forwarding to a scene that I might want to. Wait, let me find a scene that I want to have in. Now let's go back to the benches. We're going to start with the benches. And I want to see both benches in the frame. Perfect. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to press Control, Alt, and Y, which will add a new adjustment layer, followed by going to Effects. I'm going to click on Looks. I have a shortcut for it already, but if I didn't, I will scroll down to Magic Bullet. Then I will highlight Looks. I will pull it up, followed by pressing the Edit key, which will bring up a new page for the actual Magic Bullet Looks. Here we go. Now, let's check out my scopes. You see the red, the green, and the blue are pretty even, which is great. It's probably a little bit more red, it seems, in this, but that's fine because of the brick. But it's some great color levels already, which I'm liking to see. I'm loving them. Next, I'm going to start off by my exposure. Now I'm going to expose this. I'm probably going to go negative because I'm going to boost up the colors with the contrast and saturation levels. So I'm going to say minus 5. Minus 50. Okay, cool. And once again, your exposure is going to measure how much light is in your shot. A properly exposed shot has to do with your ISO, which is the amount of light going into your sensor, your shutter speed, right? And also, what do you think it is? What do you think? You have your exposure, you have your shutter speed, and you have your aperture, your f-stop. All of those three things are your key triangles to having a properly exposed photo. And yes, I did forget f-stop or aperture when I was trying to think of it. I'm telling myself, so what? Alright. So we brought down, first I'll bring this to subject. We brought down our exposure already. So next I'm going to work on the hue and saturation. I'm going to boost the colors up to, let's say, 150. Nice, warm, it's a warm color, warm looks to it. Now if I was going to be really crazy and wild, I could boost this up something really high. Like, that's too high for this shot, but you could do something that high if you really wanted to. But I don't. I'm going to bring it back down to maybe 170-ish. Perfect. And every time I make adjustments to the color, you start to see the scope start to changing. Everything changes. Stop that. Bad magic bullet. But yeah, every time it changes, you're going to see these are going to fluctuate. So keep your eye on that as well. Next, we're going to work on our contrast. First thing I want to do, I'm going to raise it. I'm going to start with a 0.3. 0.3. Nice colors, nice colors. It's still realistic. It's not too saturated. It goes with the mood and tempo of the the day or the morning. I'm gonna try to bring a little more in, maybe. That's fine. Okay. Next, I really want to check out the my S curves. I don't. Here are curves. Uh, right? Yeah. You start to see how the curves. Right. Then I think I want to go down some. Sorry. No. Hold on. This. Okay. Wait, hold up. Reset. Bring this up to right about here. Alright, perfect. I like how it curves out. Simple S curve. Next, I'm going to go back out. And then I'm going to bring up my shadows and highlights. I'm going to -1 on the shadows. Yeah, that looks good. Highlights, I don't know if I could bring them up too high without overexposing the scene. So I can't go up to 0.1, but I can go maybe 128 0.28. That's still a little bright for my taste, but we'll fix that later. I might just bring down the f-stops down to point, let's say, one more 0.60. Yeah, that brought it right back down. Perfect. Alright. Next, we're going to... How long is this video so far? Going on 7 minutes. Alright, we're kind of ahead of schedule. Perfect. Next, we're going to work on our... Here we go. Alright, so... You see, this also has the color curves, but I'm not going to use this as of right now. I don't think I need to. I'm working on my shadows. I want to actually bring the shadows down some. Because it's a cold day. It's not warm, it's cold. I'm going to bring my midtones up a tad bit. And my highlights, which are your bright whites, I don't want them too bright. That's too bright for my taste. I'm going to bring them down a tad bit. Perfect. No, that's like original, how original looked. Hold up. So yeah. Alright, we're going to bring up our highlights a little bit. Alright. Now if I try to, I'm just going to do this just for S and giggles. If I try to do another, you see what will happen. You know, it just throws everything off. That's just too dark, so back to 0. And our color shifts right back to where it was at. Perfect. So I'm going to get out of that, and then we're going to add, what else are we going to add? I don't need a fill light. I don't need color contrast, but just if I want it, no, I don't. I'm not going to even bother with it. Don't. Alright. Next, to the matte. Do I really want a filter? I probably don't need one. I don't need one, but if I wanted one, I have it to give. and without it, there's no difference. There is a difference. You look at the over here, you start seeing when it's off, it does scatter. There's scattering when it's on and off, so therefore it does make a difference. But just for the sake of this video, it doesn't make a difference. See? There's a little blue tint there. Do I want the blue tint? I probably don't need it. I would do like a light tint. That's a little too mild. Just a hint. You see? It's a hint. Look on the sidewalk. There's a hint of the tint. Let's bring a little bit more of it. Okay, perfect. And what else are we going to do? I think that's about it on this end. Then we're going to go to the lenses. Do I need to do a vignette? I probably don't, just for the kind of scene it is. But if I were going to do a vignette, I would pretty much, I'll bring it out nice and watch. What did it do? Turn it off. You see it? Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep it though. I don't know if I want to keep it. That's the question. It does make a huge difference, but do I actually need it? With this off, is a lot brighter. I'm gonna keep it off for now. No, I want it on. I like the look of it, but do I actually need the look? I don't really need it. I just like it. That's the purpose of putting the blue in it, to give it that dark feel. But with it on, it's darker. I just want the hint of it. Well, we can go less. Best of both worlds. My reset's at 50, so yeah, it's okay. Now let's go up to that's good. We're gonna stop messing with vignettes because I'll be here all day playing with this. All right. I don't want to do any kind of lens distortion. I don't want to do any chromatic. Well, let's. I hate that look though. I really hate it personally. But what does it do? It creates this crap. You see it? You see it over here in the bottom? You don't see it? You see it? It's a little bit. I don't like how it bubbles my image. I don't like that look, that fisheye look. I don't like it. What else? Do I really want to soften the edges? Do I really need to? That's the question. I really don't need to. But if I wanted to, I would probably go as high as saying just the corners. Just enough. And the blur would be right about that 3% mark. Yeah, that works. Something where you don't really notice it when you look at it, but then you notice it, like you notice something is off. You don't really know what's off. You know something is off though. Like right about here, you will notice, but you might not just put your finger on it right away. That's what I do like. Perfect. Okay. Now, backing back out of this, we're going to go to... I think we're done for the most part. I didn't want to do any summer or cool temperatures. I'm not going to add film grain. I really like film grain, but I just don't like film grain because I've been in the digital world for so long. The shutter streaks, I don't really need those. I don't like them, and it'll really fuck my shot up. But it will destroy the shot. That's about it. That's all I can spare. That's just a little bit of creativity. But will that actually ruin the shot with the... Do I need the soft edges in? And just go with the... No, you can do both. Jeez. Hold on. Alright, that works. Kind of makes it, kind of feels like it's shrinking down. I like that. How long is the video? We're on 17 minutes. Alright, we're still in good standings. Next, we're going to do... I think I'm going to also do another round of... I'm not going to do spot exposure. I will do... No, not contrast. Which subject? I don't know what subject. Wait, never mind. I'm bugging. Sorry guys, I'm bugging over here. Alright. So again, I'm not sure if I will or should. I think that works. Highlights, push them up a tad bit. All right, I think we're good. I don't really think I need the shutter streaks though. Because without the shutter streaks, I feel I don't need this. I don't need it. It doesn't really help the scene. So it's just creativity, cool, but it doesn't help the scene. So is there any point of it? No. So we're going to save this, yes. And look at it. Look at the difference. We're going to save this before something goes wrong, as it usually does. And I'm looking stupid, as usual. I'm going to call it HB. I don't know what HB even means, but the before and after. The before, the after. You can't even tell this is the same video. Like, who's going to believe that? But I wanted to start it at a certain point because it was shaky early on. I need to actually play this. No, not this one. Sorry, guys. I need to play the original because I don't know how it looked. It was shaky at some point early on. There we go. So we'll start at 2 seconds. Perfect. Start the video at 2 seconds. So we're going to go back. We're going to go back to project. And we're going to go to composition, settings. And we're going to start it at 30.2 and ends at 30.07. This gives us a functioning scene. So yeah, you definitely will notice the edges. But that's my personal flair, and this video is done. So, enjoy. Adios, muchachos. Oh, only 20 minutes for a 30-something second clip. I'm getting faster at this. Joy.